the words, and they carry energy. A certain word is spoken, you just go, oh my gosh. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I am Nasreen, head of Canada chapter here at Japan Reiki Association and founder of Japan Reiki Studio in Toronto. I am really enjoying doing this, making videos for you. But you know what? Sometimes I feel like I don't know how to say it. I know I have so much that I want to convey to you, but I feel like my words fail. And so I admire the people who are able to write, bloggers or people who can write poetry. Oh my gosh, musicians, the words, and you're able to sing the words or make music, and then artists and dancers and everyone that is able to express themselves in some form. How beautiful. So I'm hoping that even when my words fail, that I am able to convey to you through my energy. And at the end of this, I hope you feel much better and happier than when you started watching the video. Okay, so today I want to talk about cultural shock. A cultural shock when you move to a new country. So when I first came to Canada, what happened? And some of the things that I did to myself that I really didn't need to. And actually, I'm really curious to know about your experience. Because you know what? These conversations, it's one-sided conversation, but when you leave a comment for me and I read that every single comment widens my viewpoint tremendously, and it helps me. The comments I received were really, I am so grateful. It opened my world in a different way. So please leave me comments. So today is about cultural shock, and it's not only about moving to a different country, because I think moving within the country to, moving within to a different region is sometimes also eye-opening. Like all the three countries that I've lived in, I'll start with India, for example. I live in the northern area and I speak Hindi and Urdu. But when I went for my Ayurvedic retreat to Kerala, I could not use Hindi or Urdu. And there's no such language as Indian, obviously. So I had to converse in English. It is the same country, but it's so different. And by the way, Kerala is beautiful. And then Japan. Again, the area that I live, it's called Kansai, and Osaka particularly is, notorious in Japan for their kind of behavior, I guess, and the language, the dialect. But even in that Kansai region, Osaka has a particular dialect, and then there is Kyoto nearby, which has, again, another beautiful dialect. And then Kobe, the kind of the area around my city, again has a different dialect. And the more inner parts of Japan that you go, like, it's again a whole lot of different things. And I'd love to hear from you, what you find in your country, in your region. When I first arrived in Canada, I lived in Scarborough. And to get to downtown Toronto, I would have to take the bus down to the subway. My first cultural shock on that bus. The bus operator stopped on the road in front of the coffee shop. It wasn't a bus stop. He stopped in front of the coffee shop, got off, and got himself a coffee. This is unthinkable in my mind. But you've got to do what you've got to do. Now I've eased into that, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, if you need to stop and get a coffee, yeah. Then the second thing, or rather, I was really disappointed with this because I've been watching a lot of Hollywood movies, and I would see, that typical in a Hollywood movie, the suburban residential area that you see with green lawns and no fences and beautiful big houses. In that first week or so, it was so disappointing. It was like, this is what I thought. And of course, America and Canada is different. People in both the country will testify. But, To the world, it's North America, and there is some sort of a stereotypical viewpoint, and that's what I had. So when I came, I expected that, and none of that. So it was really disappointing. This third point is really what I want to talk about. So once I settled in, the next step was to find work. And I did. I found work through a temp agency, doing admin work in a hospital. On that first day, I was so nervous. I don't know how I got through that first day. Somebody came and asked me, what's your name? And I said, my name is Nasreen. And she said, Nazreen. And then I think I corrected her to say Nasreen. But she was not able to say that, and she said Nazreen. Then somebody else came along and asked my name, and I said Nasreen. And she said, oh, hi, nice to meet you, Nazreen. So then I said, oh, okay, instead of correcting them again and again, let it be. It's, easier for them to be able to pronounce it that way, so it's okay. Although I am very particular about my name, and I hate it when somebody shortens my name. I always insisted that I be called Nasreen. So that was huge for me to kind of say, oh my gosh, I just have to let it be. And so the next person that came up to me was actually from India, and he would have known how to pronounce my name. And I knew that from his name that he was likely to know how to pronounce my name. Yet for some reason, I said, hi, my name is Nazreen. And he looked at me twice, like, why is she saying that? And in that moment, I kind of understood that, what's important to me is important, and I don't need to change for somebody else. It will take time for me to understand the culture, but I don't have to be afraid. I am allowed to be myself, and nobody's there to judge me. And really, nobody was judging me. They were just trying to be friendly. But I was just telling myself that, what is this person going to think? What is that person going to think? Oh my goodness. And I have to be perfect. Of course not. You don't have to be perfect. It was my first day or second day, and I was allowed to make a few mistakes and learn from them. I believe the words have energy. See, when we're doing our Reiki training in level 2, when we learn the mantras and the symbols, we talk about the mantras. Mantras are the words, and they carry energy. And we know personally too, right? When a certain word is spoken, you just go, oh my gosh, it hits you. Of course, the meaning of the word hits you as well, but I think it's also the energy that hits you. And on the other hand, there are other words that makes you just so happy. So my name too, I really value that it has a certain energy, and it's me, so I don't want to change it. And when I earlier talked about the music, I think that's the reason why music really speaks to me, because that energy is conveyed. I can feel the energy when I hear the right music, and it really transports me to my happy place. So let me know your cultural experience, and maybe your favorite music too. That'd be fun to know. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and come back next week. Let's see what we'll have next week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. I felt blissful and so grateful. I could hear everybody else in the house doing different things, and I could hear the sound, and there was this beautiful music in the background. Everything together was just beautiful and blissful, and I felt so grateful. So thank you.